but try the Kunzia, and Palmarosa potentially can work, but I find that Palmarosa works a little bit better when the eczema like is weeps a little bit.
Mhm.
You know what I mean? Like it like kind of almost like has like a little bit of a leak, or it just is always a bit moist. When
Yep.
it's just if that, maybe even try Palmarosa first, but I would still try Kunzia, but usually one or the two. Oh, and Samantha was saying like she had some behind her ear and she put helichrysum on it and it worked for that.
Yeah, that's
So
why I was
I
paying
hadn't,
attention to what you were saying earlier about
yeah,
the
the
skin.
skin congestion, yeah.
Mhm.
I hadn't used helichrysum for that, and she tried the Kunzia and it was moderately working, but sometimes you just got to find the right kind of thing for your body type, and helichrysum nailed it for her.
Awesome.
Yeah. So play with those, and then if that doesn't work, then we go into the gut.
No, but I took notes of what you just said, and I think they all kind of check.
Yeah.
Um,
I would imagine
Digestive
you
check,
have
autonomic.
yeah, I would imagine your job is stressful, not always about doing the work, but dealing with people and deadlines and goals. And you're probably very good at keeping your self-regulated, but still emotionally, mentally, you could be fine, but your body still feels like a tremendous amount of stress.
Yeah, I don't think I'm uh releasing it in a healthy way. But
It's
I started
yeah.
doing lymphatic massages,
Good.
lymphatic drainage massages.
I mean, stress in the body, setting aside the emotional and mental component, I would say makes up probably 80 or 90% of the stress that we experience. And it really is about going through the body and regulating the sympathetic nerves or the triggers for the nerves throughout the body. So there's spots that you look at, and then when that's not working, you look at, because like here's a perfect example. Like, your lungs might be working, your gut's fine, your urinary tract is fine, breathing, cardiac function is fine, everything's fine, but you're still having it. And then you go, okay, I'm going to relax the spine, I'm going to relax the brain, still nothing. But you might have like a bad knee, and that knee is triggering a bunch of sympathetic activity, like, some sort of pain. And sometimes the pain can be psychological, like you're going through a breakup, you're going through the loss of a dog, you're going through, I mean, it could be things that you wouldn't think like match up, but it's still pain. And the body goes, well, fight or flight. The
Yeah.
body doesn't really engage the story. It just hears on or off.
Oh gosh.
Yeah.
Right. Okay.
I mean,
Thank
if you look at um like when people would get into a car accident, and right off the bat their blood pressure was fine, they didn't have a history of headaches or migraines, they didn't have like digestive issues and everything, and then 6 months down the line they'd come in and they'd go, I have high blood pressure now. Sympathetic activity got stimulated at the time of the accident. It took about 6 months, but at some point it elevated the blood pressure a whole bunch,
you.
or it threw off the circuit of how the blood is circulating, or the stimulation of the nerves, and started causing migraines or neuralgia at the back of the head. Has nothing to do with the injury. It's just the stimulation of those nerves. And then over a period of time, it eventually manifests. So it's not even like you can go, oh, 2 weeks ago, I had this happen. It could be a year ago. It could be 2 years ago. It's not always boom right there and then.
Mhm. Yeah. Can I share
Yeah.
one more thing